for joining 2K Sports for a Friday night full of NBA action. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Chimezie Metu out there with Willie Hernan Gomez. And it's Parker in at the 3, the small forward.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring option.
Here's Metu, and there's a 3-second violation. Launches a 3, and Parker pulls it down.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
First team foul.
And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Off the inbound pass. That shot missing. Ooh, poked away. First quarter, just over a minute played. Three-pointer, no good. Here's Metu, guarded by Edwards. Inside, here's Satoransky. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Knocks down the long J.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
And the three-pointer goes.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Down low, Hernan Gomez. And that one's drained from the low block.
And the coaching staff has to be happy with how they've shot the ball here early on.
And there's a pick. There's the 3. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. Shot on the wing. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. He's got 5.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Fades back. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Fires the 3. Drills it from deep.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Satoransky passes to Parker. Hernan Gomez sets a screen to the inside. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the 3 in transition.
First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Uses the glass on the layup.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Now Satoransky. Guarded by Edwards. To the paint. Here's the break. Pass to Parker. Lets it go from deep. De Silva with a rebound. Outside Edwards. To the right side. Misses the three. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Parker passes to Metu, and he buries his first look.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Takes the three. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Hernan Gomez has got 4 rebounds now. They're running. Pulls up for three. An absolute bomb from three-point range. 6 points for him. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. They lead by 6. And we'll be back in just... And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
Oh, Booker with a block. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker. Anderson passes to Fall. He's guarded by Napier. Pass to Fall. 6 on the shot clock. And here's the fast break. For three, Booker. And he buries his first look.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
He's guarded by Napier. Got a hand on it. Here we go. Intercepted. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. In transition.
That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
Sure does.
No good with the finger roll.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Out left to the wing. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Offensive rebound. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And now that's a momentum builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that going to get them going.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
From the arc. Pure from three-point range.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Outside, Anderson. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. And they're on the run.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
The three. It's hauled in by Fall.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
He can't get it to go. Fires for three. Buries it from three. 5 points in the game.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Anderson can't get it to go. And here's Napier. Still without a bucket. Three-pointer off the mark. Hits a 2-point differential. For three. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth. Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Anderson.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. 2 open that time. Made it look easy.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Fires in the triple. Anderson's got his first 3 points of the game.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
55 seconds left in the first half of this game. To the middle. The rebound by Napier.
I think this is a rare case of being overcommitted. He tried to go all out at the rim, and they stifled him.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Pass to Booker. Three-pointer. That one no good.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Left side Napier. And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. They set the screen. And he lobs it up top. And Booker with the jam.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Up 4. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been a
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Outside Edwards. Satoransky with the steal. We've got Chimezie Metu. He's out there with Willie Hernan Gomez. And it's Satoransky in at the 1.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Plenty of space. And he gets the jumper to drop.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Here's Parker. And Parker throws it down.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. He's got 11.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
The 3. Shot's good by Satoransky.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally in sync.
And there's the screen. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing.
Oh, he packed it down.
That is incredible.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Clock at 6. Three-pointer. He drops it from range.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. De Silva with a rebound.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Puts up a 3. Parker defending. Plenty of room to knock down that one.
Throughout the second half, they've achieved excellent efficiency on the offensive end.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
They get the rebound. Jacks up a 3. Hits a three-pointer.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
On Tuesday and on Thursday.
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement.
From behind the arc. Hernan Gomez with a rebound.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's Metu. Here's Satoransky. Counted from distance. Satoransky's got 10 points.
Well, offensively, he's doing his best to keep them in this game, but they might need someone else to step up as well.
Pass to Edwards. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. That one goes. Count it.
Well, you're just making it easy for your opponent when you don't prevent them from getting to the rim.
Here's De Silva. Goes back up. Good as the jump shot falls. De Silva's got his first 2 points. Here's Metu. To the paint. Oh, got a piece of it. Satoransky outside. With the mark. And rejected. And a strong finish with 2 hands. 56 seconds left in the third quarter. Launches it from deep. Sinks it. What range from downtown. 17 points in the game.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Satoransky passes to Metu.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Hernan Gomez has got 6 rebounds now in the game. There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter here. Oh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
Here's Satoransky. Off the mark there with a 3. Pass to De Silva. Here's the teardrop. And no good. With 1 on the clock. The shot no good. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Up by 8. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey guys, over that break, I was able to catch the message that the visiting team coach was giving to his team. He wants his team to be careful with the ball. He's not happy with the amount of turnovers they've coughed up so far. He believes if they focus on being more patient on offense, that will help cut down on the giveaways. Guys, back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
First personal foul. First team foul.
There's a screen.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Beyond the arc. It's deflected. Here's Fall. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
Man, coach is going to have a few words with him after that shot.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
A triple from the wing.
Well, that's now his third triple of the game, first here in this second half.
Anderson for three. Not going to go that time. Anderson's gone just 1 for 4 so far. Pass to Napier. Oh, from deep. Drains the triple. Napier's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. They set a pick from deep. It's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Anderson. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. More and more, we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready, Grant.
It really is a sight to see, BA. And some of those guys start playing pro ball when they're 16 or 17 years old. It toughens you up real quick playing against older competition at that age. They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul.
Substitution on the court.
We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
I got your help.
Driving inside, and he jams it home with authority.
He hears the whistle, and he keeps his concentration and is able to knock it down.
First personal foul.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. To the wing, right side. Sadaransky. Shot to stop the run. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the point.
The first free throw is good.
Taking 2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
And Booker with the jam.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Tipped. Parker defending. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup.
Well, adding a little entertainment to that layup. Could you imagine if he missed it? Coach would have been all over it.
It's tipped. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter here. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Fades and shoots. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
And Booker with the jam.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Covered by Sadaransky. Pass to Napier. From downtown, sinks it from distance. Napier's got 6 in the quarter.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Assist from Sadaransky.
56 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. A deep 3. It doesn't go for him. And they're pushing it up. And that goes out of bounds.
Ball.
And they'll keep possession.
Ball goes to the away team.
We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Knocks down the triple.
3.
Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Satoransky outside. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. 4-3. It's not going to go for him. And so the home crowd treated to a win. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed.
Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Passing game out there with Brown. Then it's James. And it's Korkmaz in at the 2.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
To the middle, out to the right wing. Three-pointer. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Fires from deep. The rebound by James. Out to the right wing. Here's Blasingame. No good with the triple. Over to the left wing. Good on the three-point shot.
No defender within 5 feet of him, just inviting him to shoot the three. That's a dangerous proposition.
Brown finds James. And the layup's good off the glass. James has got 5 now.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Scoring his 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
From deep three-point land. That shot missing.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
There's a good screen. And the basket by Edwards.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass.
Hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
It was.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Inside, Lucic. Crafty move. Rips in the dunk off the timely pump fake.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
And the foul called on Edwards.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Team foul.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. The screen from Brown. And here's James outside. Here's the 3. And the basket by Blasingame. Blasingame got 6 points.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
Pass to De Silva. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities. Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Edwards drives in. Lucic. A three-pointer is right on target. He's got 5.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
James, the pass to Blasingame. 1:41 left here in the first quarter. Kicks it out to James. Pass to Blasingame. Off target with his 3. Blassingame's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. And here's Edwards from the arc. Ball stolen. For the 3. Krills the three-pointer.
Oh, great ball movement there.
They need to stop this run.
You know what, Kev? I think it's time to switch some things up, either by going to your bench or with a different look defensively to disrupt their rhythm.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Pass to De Silva. The 3. Blasingame pulls it in. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
From deep, James. And no good that time.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Blasingame. First personal foul. Third team foul.
32 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Brown. Here's Papagiannis. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
James looking around. Here's Papagiannis. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. They lead by a bucket. And back with the start of the second. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Corniche is out there with Diallo. And it's Moniunas in at the center, locking down the middle. He's guarded by Diallo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
First personal foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Number 53.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Krilexxx. They've got Corniche. And it's Moniunas in its center. Out of hand on it. And they're moving it up. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. They get a hand on it, and it's going to be out of bounds. No keep possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Okobo, and the 3 ball is good. Okobo's got his second bucket of the night.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
To the inside. Out to the wing. Shoots the 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. And he makes good on the layup. Okobo's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, get it inside to a quality scorer and let this guy do his thing.
Launches it. It's hauled in by Diallo. Here's Corniche. And it's all evened up.
Yeah, it's such a sweet 3-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Moniunas grabs the miss.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the 3 at almost 60% for the game.
Here's Okobo. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Okobo's got 10 points in the game. Okobo's gone a perfect 2 of 2 from the arc. Booker outside. Tries a 3. The rebound by Okobo. 3-on-3. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Poked loose.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
From outside, off the mark. Now Diallo hasn't made one yet. So they take the lead.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Lets it go from deep. Nailed from 3-point land. 9 points in the game so far.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Krilexxx kicks to Monaco. Now here's Diallo. He's guarded closely. Back to Monaco. Pocket 6. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Monaco has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Here he goes. It's good.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for. Well, that's 2 fouls on him early. He'll have to be careful not to pick up another one.
Second team foul.
Here's a Kobo. Offline with his 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
36 seconds left to play in the first half. Giffey. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. 20 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And it's a Kobo missing.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Here's Booker. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Pass to De Silva for the lead. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's his first trip to the line. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Korkmaz. They've got Korkmaz. Passing game out there with Brown. Then it's James. And it's Papagiannis in at the 5.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep. Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the deep.
And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. The visitors with the ball. They lead by 1.
Boy, that's all by design now. Get the shot as soon as possible on that inbound pass.
An easy 2 points on the layup. He's got 7.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And he's good on the 3-ball. De Silva's got 8 points. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Brown outside. That shot, no good. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
And it's off from 3-point range. James with it, picked up by Edwards. Down kicks to Korkmaz. And the 3 off target. Korkmaz has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. To the paint, here's De Silva. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
And the dunk by James.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention? Oh.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Pass to Edwards. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. There's the triple. They get it again. Lucic gets the three-pointer to fall.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
Here's Boston game. Beyond the arc. No good on the shot. Outside Edwards. Hits the three-point bomb. 7 points in the game.
And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second three of the half right there.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter.
Whoa, the solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Down low. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. From deep. Drills it from outside.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
1:03 left to play in the third. Shoots it up. Here's Blasingame. And the call on the shot and sends him to the line. This is his second trip to the free throw line. And the first one at the line is good. Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Pass to Edwards. Over James. Edwards, no good. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the third, and the basket by Blasingame.
Well, that's a case where your teammates are showing trust in you, and he comes through with flying colors.
2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Shoots the three. Rebounded by Papagiannis.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
No good. That would have tied it. A tight game here in Utah. De Silva, and the rejection by James. For the tie, drains it from beyond the arc. James has got 13 points in the second half.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. And we've...
Come on, fans.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Here's Krilexxx. Here's Okobo. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
We've got Diallo, and it's Corniche in at the 4 slot. There's the drive. Lays it up off the glass.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Krilexxx passes to Okobo. Here's Krilexxx. Fires the 3. No good on that one.
I'm all right with him taking that shot close to the hoop, but really not from long range.
And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Takes it inside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Krilexxx has got his first 2 points of the night. Out left to the wing. Snatched away. Tipped away. Jacks up a three. Kept alive. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Monaco kicks to Diallo. Back to Monaco. On the jam by Monaco.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
On the wing, Booker. Shot clock at 6. Hands it from downtown.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Fourth quarter of playing. We're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Akobo, that's good. Akobo's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Diallo has the open look. It's good from long range. Diallo's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Banked in off the glass.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
There's the pick. Pass to Corniche. Good. Great play by krilexxx to set it up.
3 points.
1:44 left in the fourth quarter. Inside. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
Number 22. First personal foul. 14 foul.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Taking 2 shots.
So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. To the middle. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Here's James. And James throws it down.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
50 seconds left to play here in the fourth. To the wing on the left. From the arc. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Odin grabs the miss. Here's Diallo. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
disappointing day for them. Let's see if they go down with a fight.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
Connects from three-point range. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so the road team gets the W in this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway.
Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Ali LaForce courtside. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Hauled in by Brown. Fires the three. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Inside. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up with a graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. Now here's Brown. And the jam by Brown.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Odin Gomez sets a screen. And the three off target. Parker defending. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. That won't fall. Can't drop his first one. Takes a three. On target from range.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's James. Outside, Brown. They set the pick. 5 to shoot. Down low. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Parker. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Satoransky outside. The three. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
James outside. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Now here's Satoransky. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Shot is up. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
This dude is capable of some memorable moves. He's showing off and having a little fun.
First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Hits the trifecta.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Odin Gomez sets a screen. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Here's James. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Satoransky outside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Here's Korkmaz. Still no points. 6 to shoot. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
They get it back. Second shot opportunity. Got it.
Yeah, he's going to work early on the offensive glass. He's so amped up.
With the start that he's having, I expect a monster night.
Now here's Satoransky. 7 points in the game. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
And there's James from the arc. Connects from downtown. James has got 7 points. Check by James. Here's Satoransky. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. James deciding where to go with it. Left side, Brown. Got it off in time to beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Hernan Gomez on the wing. Got a hand on it, and that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Parker. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. They're up by 4. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They are playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
What an incredible ankle breaker to help create space for a shot.
To the inside, Metu. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Here's krilexxx. For 3, Diallo. It's hauled in by Fall.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
There's a screen by Metu. To the paint. And he dunks it down.
Feed the interior. Good things will happen.
Here's a Kobo. And it's good for 2.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Pass to Fall. Anderson with it. Diallo picks him up. Here's Metu. There's a screen by Metu. Down low. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Here's a Kobo. Off with the layup.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
He buries it from 3.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Out to the wing. Drops in the layup for 2. krilexxx has gotten 4 this quarter.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
The shot, no good. Tipped. Inside. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Here's Diallo. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And clearly not enough defensive presence there.
Boy, he just took advantage and a ferocious jam.
That's what lackluster defense will get you. You deserve to get dunked on with that type of effort.
And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
Here's krilexxx. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Metu, and he jams it home with authority.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Here's a Kobo. Here's Matajunas. Pass to a Kobo. The 3 ball. Anderson pulls it down. .103 left in the first half of this one. Shot's good by Metu.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Here's a Kobo. Off target with the three.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Here's Fall. There's the drive. And he slams it in one-handed.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Here's Diallo. Here's krilexxx. They need this. Anderson pulls it down. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Here's Fall. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Takes it inside. Good. krilexxx has got 8 here in this quarter. Got a piece of it. Diallo on the wing. Got it off in time. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so that's the end of the first half. Leading by 14. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
This is the worst kind of basketball. No flow to the offense, just jacking up shots.
So what's with this game plan?
And now let's take a moment. And that's it for halftime.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. James with the ball. The three is up. Gets the 3 ball to go. James has got 10.
No, it's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Banked it in off the glass.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Pass to Korkmaz. Driving to the basket. And a two-handed jam.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Now here's Hernan Gomez. Satoransky outside. Shot clock at 5. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Back to James. And it's James with the jam.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
From outside the arc. Satoransky's shot is off. And here's Brown. Brown with a screen. And that one is stuffed right through.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Over to the wing. Out to James. And it's James with the jam.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special. And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
The visitors with the ball. 9-point game. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Here's Korkmaz. Gets the three to fall. Korkmaz has got 5 now.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing? Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
James outside. A minute 37 left in the third quarter.
You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
Pass to Satoransky. Lets it go from deep. Sinks the tray. 15 points in the game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Chalk up 2 there.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
52 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Here's James. And it's James with the jam.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Here's Hernan Gomez. 26 seconds left in the third. Here's Vesely. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Here's Korkmaz. He's got 5. Now James. Up in time. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. 0 chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the home team had some words for his team over the break. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
Here's Cornelie. Diallo on the wing. Here's Kalathis. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Akobo. For 3. Drops in the 3.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
To the middle. Here's Metu. The rebound by Cornelie.
How did he break that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
Here's Akobo. And down it goes. 2 points.
Assistant, Cornelie.
So it's the home team now. At one point, they led by 16.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. The basket counts.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open three, that's the key to efficient offense.
krilexxx has gotten all but one to fall. He's 5 of 6 now. There's a screen by Metu. No good on the triple. Diallo on the wing. Inside is Yunus. And that one is hammered home.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there.
And nice job to go at the rack and force the foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
Taking 2 shots.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's James. And they go to the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Substitution on the court.
Diallo outside. Over Parker. Diallo left side. There's a screen. Here's Yunus. Pass to Corneli. Here's a Kobo. They shoot again.
Home team foul. First personal foul. Second team foul.
First free throw is good.
For the away team. Kobo.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Odin Gomez sets a screen. The layup off target.
Even though it wasn't a clear path, he knows that that's a shot he should make more oftentimes than that.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
James outside. Right wing. Here's a Kobo. And it goes. As the official calls the foul. Count it. And he'll shoot one more at the line.
Big bucket plus the free throw, making this a one-possession game.
They're just trying to hold on to this lead, Grant.
And right now, you just can't afford to be careless. What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
Now, here is James. Covered by Satoransky. Here's Yunus. Out to James. Pass to Corneli. 6 on the shot clock. Tries again. And he sinks the layup.
And I understand we're seeing some potent offense, but you have to put up more of a fight defensively.
Shoot, this defense is giving me hope. The way I look, I could sign a 10-day and put up a few buckets on this squad.
Satoransky passes to Parker. Odin Gomez sets a screen. Back to Satoransky. Here's Vesely. Checked by James.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. 56 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. Diallo against Parker. Lets the 3 fly. Diallo, no good. A chance here to possibly put the game away.
They have to remain focused to get it done. They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
And James launches it from deep, and it's good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
26 seconds left in the 4th quarter here. Satoransky outside. 15 seconds left to play in the 4th. Off target from outside. Takes the 3. They grab their own miss. Here's a Kobo. No good there. And so they get the victory here at home. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Parker in the corner. There's the triple. De Silva with the rebound. And here we go. To the left side wing. A three-pointer is right on target.
Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. gets the game started the right way.
It's Parker with the drive, and they pick up 2.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Lucic sinks the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
From outside the arc, the shot by Satoransky, no good. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Off target from outside. Here's Medu, and that one is stuffed right through.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Pass to De Silva. This one for 3. Good on the triple.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Got a piece of it. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part. And really, that's why you don't want to go up into the air without a plan. Had no option of what to do with the ball.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, we've seen this before. When Willie's pushing the action, Willie makes things happen.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Lucic, covered by Parker. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts. And so here's the home team. It's a 5-point game. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. And I talked with him about the challenges of guarding someone like Trae Young. Coach said, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to be on him. I told our guys, no separation. Of course, this defense will have to be very aggressive if they hope to stop Trae. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Satoransky against Edwards. Satoransky gets the bucket. Satoransky's got 5 points so far.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
That's tipped. And here's the break. Edwards against Parker. Pass to De Silva. Six to shoot. Lucic driving inside.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it attacks an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
55 seconds left to play here in the first. It's good. Satoransky's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Pass to Edwards. Here's De Silva. The 3-pointer, no good. Fires the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And that ties it up.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Into the lane.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off. Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
It's the end of the first with a tie game here, and already these offenses are clicking. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
They've got Anderson, and it's Fall in at the 5 spot. Fires from deep, bangs home the trifecta.
Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
And the powerful one-handed slam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Booker at the elbow. 5 to shoot. The 3 ball. Sinks the three-pointer.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Anderson's shot is off. Pass to Booker. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Stolen by Anderson. And here comes the break. And he makes good on the layup.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
There's the screen. Fires for 3. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And here we go. Fast break. Booker's got it. And the dunk by Booker.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Fall. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone.
Away team foul. 0. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Laprovitola. Nothing on the board. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Now catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
And there it is for him.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter, much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And that's going to be out of bounds. They'll keep possession. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They're still riding with the middle of the pack, but trending upward.
And you know right now for the visiting team, they win one, they lose one. They think they're going in the right direction, then they seem to take a step back. It's been a season of inconsistencies so far.
Rebound by Vesely.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Number 53. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Anderson outside. And then Vesely with the dunk.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Booker, no good. Launches a 3. Buries the long-range jumper. 7 points in the game. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now that basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
They set the pick to the paint. Here's Ball. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Good on the three-point shot.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
A three from Anderson. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Booker in the corner. 4 on the shot clock. There's the pick. Takes a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Leading by just 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Thanks for joining us.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. We've got Satoransky, Hernan Gomez out there with Parker, and it's Metu in its center. To the inside, Lucic, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
They get it back, goes back up, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
Competing in the painted area, Willie not shying away from the contact, and now he'll will his way to the free throw line.
So he gets them both. Lucic, covered by Parker.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam. Here's Satoransky, off target from three-point range. Three-pointer, no good there. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. The three, hits it from three-point range. Satoransky's got 10 points.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
A tight game here in Cleveland. Hernan Gomez kicks to Parker. Misses the three.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Satoransky, the pass to Hernan Gomez.
Now the young Spaniard, Hernan Gomez, a good finisher around the basket.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's the screen to the middle. And there's the turnover. Pass going out of bounds.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Pass to Parker. The three. Buries it from three-point range. Parker's got his second basket of the night. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
Here's Medu. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And you have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. For three, Edwards. Herman Gomez grabs the miss.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
De Silva with the rebound.
Now, that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Edwards against Satoransky. Hernan Gomez with a screen for Satoransky. Traps in the tray.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one. That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
De Silva with the rebound. De Silva's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. 52 seconds left in the third. Great open look there. 11 points in the game.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Medu. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Cranes the three-pointer.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
Outside Edwards. The tray. That one's not going to go. It's up a three. The shot will not fall.
I mean, I don't know. Does he look a couple steps slow today? He needs to shake that off and get into the zone and get on the scoreboard.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Parker with a clean look. Sinks the three-pointer. Parker's got 6 points in the quarter.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. They're up by 1. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the head coach of the home team had some words for the team during the break. He told them this is what it's all about, proving we're the better team in the tough situations. But you got to want it. Coach told his guys they have what it takes to win here. Guys, back to you.
All right, David, thanks. They've got fall, and it's Vesely in at the 4.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Sinks the triple. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the shot.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Clearly a foul.
The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Anderson. From deep three-point territory. Rebound by Vesely. Plenty of drama in this one so far.
Yeah, don't be surprised if it isn't decided until the final buzzer.
Here's Laprovitola to the right side. 6 on the shot clock. Wesley with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Anderson's shot is off.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
And the dunk by Booker.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
Away team ball.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. And so out of bounds it goes. And they'll keep possession. Lobbed up there for Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Lets it go with a 3. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Anderson. No good on the triple. Anderson's gone 1 of 4 from distance. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep, and he'll shoot 2 at the line.
First team foul. At the line.
And he knocks down the first one.
Number 22. 2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Inside.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
Booker looking around. Beyond the arc. Drills the three-pointer.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Hernan Gomez. It's blocked, and that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. And that one ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. There's 1:59 left in the fourth quarter. Fast break, here they come. The offensive rebound for 3. A shot off that time. There's Sonoronsky, and that one is hammered home.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Parker, right side. For the 3. That shot off. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Medu. Hernan Gomez against Booker. And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. Over to the left wing. Nice shot from the wing.
That's a needle in the haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
Parker outside. And the dunk by Parker.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
55 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Giffey drills it from outside.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them, complete control.
There's 31 seconds left in the game. Puts up a deep three. No good. Shot missing. Not sure the miracle, Greg, is on hand here tonight for them.
Well, they need one, but gonna play it until the final whistle.
Fires from way outside. It's off. The visiting club takes the win on the road. And in the win, a comfortable win.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
To the paint.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special, and they pulled it off just right.
Fires it. Hauled in by Brown. McGarron sends drives it home from three-point land. About a minute played here so far in the first. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. We talked about star guard Trae Young, their biggest problem tonight. Coach said Young is one of the most explosive offensive guys in this league. We want to make him a volume scorer, force Trae into lower percentage looks. Should be a fascinating matchup, BA.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. The three is up. Knocked away. And it ends up out of bounds. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. They're holding in the same spot, looking to climb the rankings.
You know, right now for the visiting team, they've gotten into a slump. The season has not gone as planned. You get the sense that they're discouraged and they can't find any answers. Defensively, you have to stay connected to them on the perimeter.
First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Back to James. To the inside. And stolen by Edwards. Here we go, one-on-one. Nails it from three.
With the defense trying to protect the interior, he pulls at the arc and drains it.
Shakes him. Silva with a rebound. And here's the fast break. Check by James. Here's the three. Counted from distance.
Number 13.
He's got 6.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Outside, Brown. Brown with a screen, just 5 to shoot. And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe.
Want to score in the NBA? Hicks can really force the D to make tough choices.
And the free throw, no good. In transition, here they come. There's the triple. James with the rebound. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Launches a three, drains the triple.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Defended by Brown. And the three off target.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
He drops it from range.
And the D's got to be better. I mean, that's a high-quality look for him.
There's a screen to end the run. Sinks it from distance.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now, here is James. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Knocks it down from distance.
They keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
And he's going for the lob.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
Knocks it loose. 35 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to De Silva. And he lays it up and in. De Silva's got his second basket of the game.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Now, here is James. Clock at 6. Fires for 3. No luck on that one. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. They're up by 2, and we'll get the second. and this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
For three, Diallo tipped, and he gets it back. Here's a Kobo. Second shot opportunity. Can't hit that one. Here we go, one-on-one. And he throws it down with one hand.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Knocked loose. On Friday, then on Tuesday.
The upside of road trips, like the one they have scheduled, is you really get a chance to come together as a team. It's a great way to get closer with your squad and build trust among your teammates.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. From 18 feet away, left side Napier. He tries for three. Gets the three to fall. Napier's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Let's go with a three. Two shots, two makes. Off to a good start.
I just love the ball movement.
Here's Krilexxx. Back to Diallo. Can they get it? Nails it from beyond the arc.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Diallo's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc. This one for three. The rebound by Corneli. Pass to Akobo. Down low. Diallo on the wing. Out to the right wing. Here's Matajunas. Three-pointer off the mark. To the wing, right side. Inside. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
This is intelligent basketball. Forcing a turnover and then immediately starting the fast break.
Akobo, no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Going inside.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shot for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Pass to Booker. There's the three. Pure from three-point range. Booker's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Good heads-up basketball. He sees an opening and capitalizes.
A minute 37 left to play in the second quarter. Here's Akobo. Off target with the three. They absolutely want to add to what's already a big lead.
No question, B.A. No reason to let up. Just keep playing your game. He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
For three, Diallo bearing his second of three attempts.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him at all times or he will bury you.
Outside Napier, and they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Napier's got 6 points in the quarter.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Fires from deep. Sinks the tray.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Hits the trifecta. 11 points in the game.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively, and he's been absolutely relentless.
Here's krilexxx. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
In order to create effective spacing, you need enough guys on the floor that can hit from downtown.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Good on the shot.
Well, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Diallo with the ball. He has 6. Puts up a deep 3. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Delivering the blowout. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
You know what time it is. It's time for your fan half-court shot.
Welcome. Swerving off topic for a moment. I need you guys to weigh in on this. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Oh, man, it's a hot dog. Cheese, it's right there in the name.
Well, it's got meat, correct?
Right. Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the visiting team. That does it for halftime.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Here's Edwards. He takes it in, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Edwards has gotten his first basket of the night.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Drills it from deep.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's gonna make you pay.
They set the pick. Launches it. Doesn't go that time. For 3, James. Can't get it to drop.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Off target from 3-point range. And here they come. Here's Korkmaz. Off the mark there with a 3. And here comes the break. Knocks down the long J. He's got 12.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition 3 there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
Brown gets the bucket.
The simple bounce pass works at any level, including the highest level.
From deep. Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. To the left side wing. Just 5 on the clock. They get the rebound. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
Hey, that's just their first turnover. Overall, they've done a great job taking care of the ball.
And that's one more key to their lead, guys. I mean, they're creating opportunities for each other and not the other team.
Ha, well-timed shot fake. Got the defender off the ground right there.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
From the arc. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And he makes the first.
The away team, number 13, taking 2 shots.
So he gets them both. So it's the home team now. James deciding where to go with it. Brown passes to James. Kick out to Brown. From outside the arc. He can't get that one to fall.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels. Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
James has gone 4 for 9 from the field. 1:49 left in the third quarter. From deep three-point range. Lets it fly. De Silva with a rebound. De Silva's got 6 rebounds in the game. Fade away. Hauled in by Brown. 1:19 left in the third. It's scooped up. Pass to Korkmaz. Now here's Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly. The shot misses. Korkmaz is gone 1 for 3 from the field here. And that one good. He's got 19.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
And there's James from the arc. De Silva with a rebound. De Silva's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And he lays in the alley-oop pass.
Just a perfect pass and some pretty slick body control on the finish, too.
Man, that's butter.
He could have messed that up trying for a big slam. Nice work going to the layup.
The 3. Drops in the 3. De Silva's got 7 points in the game.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
James passes to Korkmaz. James against Edwards. To the middle. Back to James. They need this. That one doesn't drop. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. Delivering the blowout. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Here's Matajunas. Here's the 3. Connects from downtown.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Outside Booker. Puts up a 3. Over to the wing. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. So it's the home team now. Here's a Kobo. Offline with a 3.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And guys, this is why coaches value playing with pace.
That really has been the difference. I mean, they've been the better team in transition.
Calathes, nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Knocks down the triple.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Here's a Kobo. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. Stolen by Booker. Outside Napier. They set the screen. Fades away. Unable to get that one. Diallo outside. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Releases. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
0.
When you're casual with the ball, it can come back to bite you.
Yeah, B.A., playing loose can help you and hurt you. They really need to tighten it up.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
They're having very little success right now.
And they really could take a different approach, right? Find something that works.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at them.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Corneille passes to Diallo. From deep three-point land. Kept alive to the right side. Pass to Akobo. Back to Diallo. And it's off from three-point range.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
Hits a three-pointer. 21 points in the game.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Grant, some rookies come into the league with a ton of height. You've lived through that. How does it affect a young player?
Well, B.A., it can be overwhelming, and certainly it's a lot to endure. You're the focus of so much attention, and there are so many expectations. And with all the media these days, it's even more magnified and intense.
4-3. That shot is off. And there's 1:45 left in the fourth. Here's Krilexxx. Pass to Akobo. Fires the three. Not going to go that time.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
1:20 left in the game. From deep three-point land. Here's Krilexxx. He's guarded by Napier. Beyond the arc. On target from range. Snatched away. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Akobo. And the three-pointer goes.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
There's 47 seconds left in the final quarter. Five on the clock. Fires away from way outside. The rebound by Diallo. Here's Krilexxx. Booker defending. It's Corneille missing. Fires from way outside. Can't connect. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way they're...
Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter David Aldridge on the sidelines. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Hernan Gomez. Medu is out there with Parker, and it's Zadaransky in at the 1 spot.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
Over to the wing. Down low. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. And here is Zadaransky. They set the pick to the paint. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
To the middle, here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
Well, sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high percentage buckets.
Zadaransky, the pass to Medu. Down low, clock at 6. And taken away by Brown.
Away team foul. Zadaransky. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's James. And he converts the layup.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Hernan Gomez.
And the misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like back for sure.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. James kicks to Brown. And the dunk by Brown.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Pass to Medu. Inside, trying to find Hernan Gomez. So to him, and the shot goes down.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
James looking it over. Hits the three-point bomb. James has got 7 points. From downtown, that's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness. Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Wasted no time on that one. 6 points for him.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Driving in, and the dunk by James.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. They retain possession. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first quarter. Back to Hernan Gomez. And he uses the glass on the layup. Hernan Gomez has got his second basket of the game.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
Here's James. It's deflected. Hernan Gomez with the ball. Pass to Parker. Driving inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first. Satoransky against James.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
James kicks to Brown. Here's Papagiannis. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Launches it. Satoransky gets the bucket. Satoransky's got 5 now.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter with both teams tied up. And back in a moment. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
They've got Corniche, and it's Krilexxx in at the 1. They've got Anderson, and it's Fall in at the 5 down low. Corniche, the pass to Moniunas. Lets the 3 fly, bangs home the trifecta. Moniunas has got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Diallo out there at Corniche, and it's a Kobo in at the 2 spot. Pass to Vesely, and a slam dunk by Vesely.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
They've got Fall, and it's Vesely in at the 4 slot. Here's Moniunas, and it's blocked. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter.
Peter, first personal foul, first team foul.
Here's Laprovitola, still without a basket. Up and in on the layup.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Krilexxx kicks to Moniunas. And the jam by Moniunas.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Fall. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Krilexxx. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Stolen by Vesely. Here's Latprovidola. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Stolen by Anderson. Pass to Fall. Comes up empty down low.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, that's one he'd like to have back. Those are the opportunities you have to convert.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
They set the pick. Latprovidola passes to Anderson. To the inside. Shot clock at 6. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. On Saturday, then on Wednesday.
For the away team.
First one falls for him. Good on both. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's krilexxx. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. 1:57 left in the first half of the game.
Old team foul. krilexxx. First personal foul. Third team foul.
1:52 left here in the second. They set the screen. Latprovidola, no good. Providola's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Diallo against Anderson. Here's the 3. Good on the three-point shot.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? There's the drive. krilexxx gets the bucket.
Oh, he had him spinning. It looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
1:06 left to play here in the half. Aprinas' shot is off.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Pass to Matajunas. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Shot on the wing. And the pass goes out of bounds, and they'll turn it over.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
There's 42 seconds left in the first half. Here's krilexxx. He has 6. Here's Cornings. Rebound by Vesely. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity.
Team foul.
.27 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Aprinas. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
krilexxx passes to Diallo. Up in time. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into halftime. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Fellas, when you're on this kind of a roll, how hard is it to slow somebody like that down?
I wouldn't know, Ernie. They're getting bullied on the defensive end. Punch in the mouth, kicked in the teeth, but they're still standing. That says something.
Yeah, giving up so many.
And that concludes.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been a clinic out there by James.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Well, they've got to build a wall immediately because he'll just keep attacking like that if they don't.
Korkmaz is out there with James. Then there's Brown, and it's Papagiannis in at the center. Medu is out there with Parker. Then there's Hernan Gomez, and it's Satoransky in at the point. James is out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Brown, and it's Bossingame in at the small forward position. Hernan Gomez a screen to the paint, and finish off by Hernan Gomez.
Defensive.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And he's got his first chance at the line here. A tight game here in Los Angeles. Hernan Gomez out there with Medu. Then there's Parker, and it's Satoransky in at the point. Papagiannis kicks to James. Here's Papagiannis. Hernan Gomez covering. Clock at 4. There's a screen. And here's James outside. The rebound by Medu. James has gone just 1 of 4 from deep. Parker finds Hernan Gomez. And finish off by Hernan Gomez.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
Pass to Brown. There's the 3. Connects from three-point range. Brown's got 7 points.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Parker passes to Medu. Down low. Parker outside. Pass to Medu. Takes it inside. Got a piece of it. And here's James outside. He doesn't hit that one.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
For the lead, Korkmaz, no good.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Hernan Gomez with a screen for Parker. And the dunk by Parker.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Here's Korkmaz, covered by Parker. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Satoransky against James, and James picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Satoransky trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. They've been hanging in there.
And a chance here to jump on top.
Here's Bossingame, drives to the hoop. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Parker kicks to Satoransky. They swipe it. From past the arc, nailed from three-point land. Satoransky's got 8 points.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
Here's Korkmaz. Satoransky covering. No good that time. 51 seconds left in the third. No good from outside.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet. Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
There's the pick to the middle. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. James outside. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. They're up by 2. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game, presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his team.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Corniche, and it's Jacobo in at the 2.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Abrinas' shot is off. Abrinas has gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. That's to Okobo. And the layup is good.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
There's the pick. 3-pointer. That's tipped. Here's the break. Now Diallo. Pass to Okobo. 5 on the clock. And he gets it to go. Okobo's got 4 points in the quarter.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
And they recover it. Knocked away. And here they come. Up the floor. Here's Corniche. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Offensive rebound. Out to the right wing. Aprovitola, no good.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
To Okobo. Driving the lane. Makes it off the glass.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
And if you're going to pull away, now is the time to do it. Time to finish the game strong.
The shot's good from Aprovitola.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment. You see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
James against Satoransky. James in the post. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Hernan Gomez.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Satoransky against James. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. 1:39 left to play here in the 4th. Inside, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Great find, leading his teammate right to the bucket.
Medu's gone 80% from the field, 4 of 5 shooting. James against Satoransky, and that one's good. James.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Now here's Diallo. .102 left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 5. Here's Yunus, and the jam by Yunus.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Medu passes to Hernan Gomez. Shoots a fader. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, that's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
And they are in the driver's seat.
Yes, they are. If they come away with points on this trip, Katie bar the door.
On the wing, James. Satoransky covering. James, the pass to Cornish. No good with the elbow jumper. Parker against Diallo. Parker kicks to Satoransky. Offline with his 3. Off target. And so they get the victory here at home. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just